My name is Andy, and I'm a minister for Trinity of Christ Ministries. And today we're doing a Bible study on Proverbs 27. And I hope you join us and follow along. And if you get something out of it, please hit the like, subscribe, uh, anything, share it, whatever you don't want to do. Comment if you want to have a question about any one particular thing. Feel free to comment and share it with me, and I will return and answer your questions. So let us begin. Okay, do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let another praise you, and not your own mouth, a stranger, and not your own lips. A stone is heavy, and sand is weighty, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? And finally, five, better to open rebuke than hidden love. Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Okay, we're going to break this down line for line because that is how Proverbs teaches. So let us take the first line. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. You know, that is just so true. We don't know. It may look like it's going to be a good day and it may be a horrible day. So when you boast about something that hasn't happened yet, you take the risk of looking the fool. Two, let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. When you praise yourself, it has no meaning. There are many who think very well of themselves, but it's what others see and understand that really matters. And so don't sing your own praises. Let somebody else sing those praises for you because it's more trustworthy. Three, a stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. A fool's provocation causes so much trouble, and it is a bigger deal than trying to carry heavy weights. Wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Wrath and anger has nothing compared to jealousy. Jealousy destroys nations, destroys people, destroys families, destroys uh, relationships. And that's why gossiping is so bad. You know, it can cause jealousy where there should not be, and it can cause harm where there should not be harm. And five, better is open rebuke than hidden love. That one's kind of a strange one. At least you know what's happening when you get rebuked open. If someone loves you hiddenly, what can you do with that? Six, faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. One who is full loathes honey, but to one who is hungry, everything bitter is sweet. Like a bird that strays from its nest is a man who strays from his home. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, and sweetness of a friend comes from earnest counsel. And finally, 10, do not forsake your friend and your father's friend, and do not go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. Okay, let's take them one at a time, like I promised. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. I got nothing. I can admit if I don't have anything. Uh, it is obvious that the kiss of the enemy is profuse. Uh, think of what Judas did to Jesus. And you can, I suppose, count on the wounds that a friend gives you to be painful. I think that that's what they're trying to say there. If you have a better response, please share it. 7, one who is full loathes honey, but to one who is hungry, everything bitter is sweet. If you have everything you want and you have no more need for more food, it means nothing to you. And it actually pushes you away. Where if you're starving or you're thirsty, the whole world becomes finding some food or finding some drink. 8, like a bird that strays from its nest is the man who strays from his home. It is unsafe for a bird to stray from the nest, especially when they're young. And it is also true to stray from your family puts you in danger. And so you want to avoid uh, straying from the home. For the home is where your life is. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. We like the smell of oil and perfume, and it smells of good times. When you're having a good time and everything's going well, you're happy. And the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. A true friend will give you honest and true counsel. And what that will do is make life easier for you, to make life possible. And so that counsel can be very sweet indeed. Do not forsake your friend and your father's friend, and do not go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. There's really two messages in here. Uh, do not forsake your friend or your father's friend, because friends of the family are often can be trusted. And so don't forsake them. Be trustful to them. Be available to help them, and they will in turn be available to help you. And when a calamity strikes, sometimes time is of essence. So it's better to go to a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far. You have to use wisdom in deciding when that is. Let us continue. 11. Be wise, my son, and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer from it. Take a man's garment when he has put up security for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he puts up security for an adulteress. Whoever blesses his neighbor with a loud voice, rises early in the morning, will be counted as cursed. And 15, a continual drip on a rainy day, and a quarrelsome wife are alike. Okay, 11. Be wise, my son, and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. If you're doing right and doing what is right and being wise, you will make your parents' hearts glad, and they will trust you when someone reproaches them about you, and they will be able to put their trust in you too. 12. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. When is it wise to close your eyes and just walk into things? No, open your eyes, see the dangers that are around you, so you can avoid them and not suffer from them. 13. Take a man's garment when he has put up security for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he puts it up in security for an adulteress. What he's saying here is don't trust, don't just open yourself to someone. Take security that they'll pay you back. And if it's someone who is like an adulteress or lives in sin, you doubly do that because they will cause you harm and you will lose what you have. Don't mind me, I'm just shutting off my phone. It'll keep bothering us otherwise. Okay, where did I stop? 14. Who blesses his neighbor with a loud voice, rises early in the morning, will be counted as cursed. So he says blesses here. But say you wake up and your neighbor with a loud voice as he rose early in the morning, it will be counted as cursing because you're disturbing and waking up your neighbor. Be respectful. A continual dripping on a rainy day and a quarrelsome wife are alike. You'll get no peace, for the drip keeps dripping, and the quarrelsome wife will find another reason to quarrel with you. 16. To restrain her is to restrain the wind, or to grasp oil in one's right hand. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit, and he who guards his master will be honored. As in water, face reflects face, so the heart of a man reflects the man. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and never satisfied are the eyes of man. Oh, here's some interesting ones. 16 is a completion of 15. To restrain her, being the nagging woman, is to try to restrain the wind, or to grasp oil in one's right hand. So the more you try to restrain this nagging wife, this wife that's never happy, it's impossible. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. If you want to know what a man is, you see him when he is challenged, how he reacts, how he behaves. And as you struggle through life, you become sharper. Uh, Whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit, and he who guards his master will be honored. If you do the work and you do what is right, you will be honored and you will benefit from the bounty of your actions. Uh, as in water, face reflects face. So the heart of man reflects the man. In other words, you look to the heart of a man to see who he really is, not to the external. Because just as the face is reflected in water, so is the man reflected in his heart. And that is where God looks. He looks to man's heart. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and never satisfied are the eyes of man. In other words, you always going to want something more because your eyes have seen it. And so, hell and uh, death is never satisfied either. They're always looking for more. 21. The crucible is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, and the man is tested by his praise. Crush a fool in a mortar with a pestle, along with crushed grain, yet the folly will not depart from him. Know well the condition of your flocks, and give attention to your herds. For riches do not last forever, and does a crown endure to all generations? When the grass is gone, and the new growth appears, and the vegetation on the mountains is gathered. I hate stopping in the middle like that, but we'll keep going here. 21. The crucible is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, and a man is tested by his praise. A man is tested in fire, and he's tested in the struggle. And so if he comes through it, the praise says who he is. That's my clearest understanding of that. That one is I'm a little shaky on. Crush a fool in a mortar with a pestle, along with crushed grain, yet his folly will not depart from him. In other words, you can't force a fool to be smart. You can try to make something good out of foolishness. But the reality is, you're not going to. You can't uh, make a fool wise. A fool can choose to be wise. Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds. That applies to all things in life. Give attention to whatever you're doing, whatever your job is, whatever your family life is, whatever your faith life is. If you give attention to them, they'll prosper. 24. For riches do not last forever, and does a crown endure to all generations? People would like to think so. But riches do not last forever. And just because your parent may be a king doesn't mean you will be. I'm going to go back to 25 to 27 because we kind of split in the middle. When the grass is gone and the new growth appears, and the vegetation On the mountain is gathered. The lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of a field. There will be enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and maintenance for your girls. Most of the uh, proverbs and parables and stuff you hear in the Bible have to do with farming or goat herding or something similar, because that is what they understood at the time. So it's sometimes helpful to understand what it means to be a farmer or to be a goat herder or to be a shepherd. When the grass is gone and the new growth appears and the vegetation of the mountain is gathered, when times are good, is what he's saying here. The lambs will provide your clothing and the goats the price of a field. So in the times that are good, you're going to prosper, your animals are going to do well, you're going to be able to live off of your work. There will be enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and maintenance for your girls. And so it's saying that you can provide for yourself, for your family, and to be grateful that you have that. Oftentimes we're not grateful for the things that we have. We don't even recognize that they are there. This is the end of the Bible study, and I put up on the screen something for you to see so that you can enjoy more Bible studies and all things that we at Trinity of Christ Ministries offer.
These are we're lifting a holy for the Lord is here, and where He is holy. These are holy hands. We're lifting up holy hands, for the Lord is here, and where He is holy.
May you go and serve the Lord and each other, and I hope that this video blessed you. Amen.